can be a little bit unlucky, but if you do manage to get your hands on them, man, it looks like teams are going to be having a lot of fun in here. And look at that, Jay's already out of the flight already, Abstract. Take it away, buddy.
It does seem like we do have the flight path that's going to be starting off in the southern side and stopping on the northern side. The flight path is just going to be cutting through Clock Tower, Bima Strip, Factory, as well as Plantation, which is going to allow all of these teams to fly literally to anywhere and everywhere at this map. So we can pretty much understand that every single one of these teams have full reign of this map, but it does seem like they still want to go close to one another. Like for example, for Bloody Hands, they are pretty close to STB Sound of Gun, if I'm not too sure, if I'm not wrong. And Auto Knockout, they are also very close to Wheels, which I mean, Wheels was one of the team that didn't really quite do that well in the previous game, and I really sure hope that they will do decently for this one, despite having one van being shot down already.
Well, Auto Knockout, obviously, you know, if you guys want to go based purely on the table thus far, they look like they are the favorites to win an encounter between the two. But let's see exactly how they will go ahead and take this on right now, because Shura with 1 kill already. And how we didn't even see that, buddy. Aced on Awesome in here right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Mr. D just hanging back for the time being. Auto Knockout, a great start to this high-paced Bermuda map, Abstract.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side of the map, though, Awesome has been eliminated out of this game again by GeekFam, by the way. So I'm pretty sure throughout all of that chaos and onslaught, there should be a single team that is close to the vicinity and should have heard all of that coming. And I think that none of the members coming from GeekFam was eliminated at all, or perhaps even wounded, because it does sound like it was a one-sided encounter. So I'm kinda expecting that GeekFam should be pretty free to roll.
Crazy coming in here at the start itself, right? Geek Fam, it looks like their strategy seems to be working. They try to avoid those battles at any cost, but if you do go ahead to bring it to them, if you do go ahead to expose yourself to them, they will not turn you down, right? They'll invite you into their house, they'll probably serve you a feast, and then snuff you out. Muske right now, WNL moving up ever so slowly. Watch and learn. We still are trying to see exactly how this team is going to be getting themselves into better positions here right now, moving away from the clock tower, using each and every single one of the items here at their disposal really well. Hopefully they don't come across another squad early in the game here.
And thanks to the understanding of the map, we do believe that most of these teams will want to pick up a good amount of snipers for themselves, especially for their support. But back to, you know, kind of talking about the meta, because as long as you have one of the rushes, so basically team composition is always comprised with a single rusher, a single support sniper, and 2 mid-range players. So the support sniper is definitely going to be someone that picks up double sniper, and we can expect that one of the members with the Vector Kimbo, and the 2 other players, they would usually be the one that picks themselves up with a couple of grenade launchers. That is, if they manage to find grenade launchers and shotguns and something along the lines, just so that it really depends on how they want to play. But when it comes to a game in Bermuda, we can expect to see a very standard rotation. One support sniper, double sniper, 1 rusher with Vector Akimbo, 1 rusher with a grenade launcher as well as a shotgun, and the other one with an AR or light machine gun. So this is the standard rotation when it comes to most maps. And it is also a standard whenever teams don't really know what else they will want to look for, because it is an all-in-one kind of scenario. You can deal with every single problems with every single answers. So we can expect more players to go around with this kind of weapon loadout.
Solid in there, and with those teams going in there, and sometimes they do go ahead and mix that up too, don't they, Abstract? I mean, let's look in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls. Squad move coming up all the way, going in there for those engagements. 1 shot doesn't get the takedown just yet. Are we going to be able to see him go in here for the push? It is 1 coming in here from Move. Secret movement. 1 has spotted yet another player. Red Panda right there in front of him, backs away from that engagement, doesn't want to get taken down. Red Panda, he is going to be in trouble all the way out there in the open. Doesn't look like it's a great positioning in here for him, Abstract.
It does seem like we do have a good amount of third-party action going on about with AV Ligers currently, with Shogun managing to get a shot down onto Secret Movement. And I'm rather surprised that no one has pretty much tried to go and steal it or anything, but I guess it is because they are the one that is just, well, all alone in the current area. And they are literally moving themselves away. With 2 men already taken down, they have to flee this area as fast as possible and as much as possible, because it is way too early for you to be eliminated, and you definitely do not want to see your team being shot down into that kind of demise. But well, it is only 6 minutes in, and the circle hasn't even really closed yet. The only thing that have shown itself is, well, the next circle. So well, all these teams, they have to play a little bit safer, because for some reason, this game, it does seem like there is a lot of confidence as well as a lot of promise with the amount of aggression all around the board. This is one of the most aggressive games that we have seen thus far.
Oh, watch Len coming in here with the push, almost taking down Demon right now. How will he respond in the situation? It is Watch and Learn with an absolutely careless push in here, and what a response coming in here from the opponents. Venom, what is Voidface going to be able to do here? It is going to be Divinity, Watch and Learn right upstairs. Voidface, Divinity has held this so well thus far, Abstract, and Watch and Learn in here. Luffy right now with the challenge. Voidface goes up 45 HP, brings up the blue wall just in the nick of time, and here comes backup from Divinity as well. Venom going to be in trouble. Voidface goes in there with a double. Absolutely well played by Divinity.
With Watch and Learn currently being eliminated as well, that is really unfortunate for their side. They are going to be ranked at number 11, and they are unable to do anything else anymore. Well, in the flip side, we are also going to be looking at Auto Knockout. They do have a care package all for themselves, while Mr. D, he is pretty busy with dealing with the members coming in from Wheels on the one side of the ridge, and on the other side of the ridge, they also will be expecting STP on the gun with Murals at the top of it all. So Auto Knockout, they do not have a good position at all. They need to get themselves and scoot on right out as soon as possible before the position gets completely compromised.
Well, this is that fast-paced action we were talking about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Auto knockout right now. Mr. D, he has to go in here and fall back. With the 3 players left right now, they need to be very sure exactly how they take on this position, right? Because they are just trapped in that house, Abstract. Moving out of there either way, left, right, center, they can get sandwiched. The STP, son of a gun, moving in ever so closer. This is going to be crunch time. DVT right here in front of them. They just came out of a battle. This could be a time to go in for the takedown. Ziha right now taking it down already. STP, son of a gun, down 1 man. DVT holding still so freaking strong.
Murals with 1 kill to his name, and of course the only one to have a single kill to their team. But it does seem like they are rather optimistic with dealing with this current encounter. It is going to be 3 versus 4 situation, but I'm surprised that they are not really trying to run away. They are still trying to fight their opponents right in their faces, and they do not want to be shot right on the backs, and I gotta give them that respect. We'll see how that is going to be like with an STP versus Divinity game as it starts right about now with Naz. He runs away upon the side of Divinity, rushing right in front of him. With only 75 HP left, he wheels out his shotgun. He tries to get a shot down, but unfortunately he ran with the Vector Akimbo with just a little bit too much shot and too much damage on the opponent's side. He wasn't really quite able to do quite much. Batman comes in from behind the Murals. He did manage to get a knockdown and a delete. And STP son on the gun is going to go down to the hands of Divinity with a total of 7 kills to their name.
I mean, thanks to Batman there, right? In the previous season, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the play. Oh, Batman taken down. I wonder how are they going to be able to respond in here right now. Headshot as well. Voidface. Are we going to be able to see Batman come up in here? But beautiful close quarter engagement in there. And what a push that was. Batman picked up right back. Divinity still as strong as ever. Abstract.
What are the chances of being knocked down by the danger zone? It is definitely going to be one of the knockdowns that we have never seen before in the tournament. And heck, throughout my time in Free Fire, I've never really casted anyone being knocked down by the danger zone. And this is probably the first, if I remember correctly. So that is a milestone that I've unlocked. Casted someone being knocked down by the danger zone, and not to forget, it is Batman. at it all.
Yeah, exactly right. What are the odds? Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there is a first time for everything. And Geek, well, it is not the first time for them. Bringing in the care packages for themselves. They want to go out and dominate all throughout this match as well, right? 9 more teams left in here, 30 players. Exact, the super sub, the sniper in the squad for Geek Fam, the player to watch if you ask the Mustachio, right? Show you in here as well. Super duper great plays coming in from Geek Fam all the time. How will they take on this particular positioning right now? They can go in for the push. They don't really need to worry about anyone around them. The same cannot be said for Squad Bloody Head though.
Bloody heads though, they are out in the open, so I'm expecting something bad to happen to them in some sense. They are pretty close to one of the teams. I'm not too sure exactly which team it is, but they are running away from that said team. So they do have some time to survive. They are not being reckless. They're not being careless as well. They're just on their own way. They're just running away. While on the side of AV Ligers, they are too running away, but they made some sounds towards the side of Auto Knockout. So it is number one. What they're doing is that they're trying to shoot at the side of Auto Knockout and then running away, just so that they can attract the attention over to the positions of where Auto Knockout is, while they flee the scene. Well, speaking of fleeing the scene, Move is also definitely going to flee the scene after getting a time turner. I thought that he probably will have a couple of advantage at the current position he was at, but yet he actually does have the grenade launcher. So what does this mean? They definitely do have a chance in dealing with Supreme Assault Forces as well. It is going to be a 2 versus 3 scenario, but they don't have the advantage when it comes to, you know, the visibility. They are on flat ground, while Supreme Assault Forces, they are at the bottom of that ridge. So the SAF will be able to see where Moves is, while Move is unable to see where the opponent is. So it's better for them to play safer.
Well, SAF just seems to be running around the map right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, teasing all of the other squads out of their positioning. And it seems like it seems to be working, right? Some of them are coming in here, falling for it. Axel right now goes in for that snipe, tries to hit that long shot. X Shots on the other hand with a takedown for himself. It looks like a steady squad in here. Look all good. Look at them here, like mountain goats right now, Abstract, with that skill, just trying not to fall off. Absolute sweet gameplay coming in here from the squad right now.
I can't imagine myself doing that, even though it is in game. You know, the small little ledge that you gotta climb through. It kind of give me a little bit of the panic attack, a little bit of the anxiety. What if I jump down from here? I'm gonna lose by not being eliminated by people, but because of my own damn mistake. That is gonna be the worst way to die. But speaking of worst way to die, Voidface is now being knocked down by one of the enemies, and they definitely did not see that coming. We do have Divinity Ren that just popped behind of NBA Law. They are looking more blood and glory at that. Voidface is still knocked down though, so they will definitely want to look for an opportunity to pick Voidface up. While Ren picks up the chase right onto NBA Law. They definitely need to bring him down because he's one of the key players from the side of Views. And alas, Shira didn't manage to get the shot down onto NBA Law, and thus a total of 9 kills to their name. Divinity Esports looking pretty strong, looking pretty well, until the point where we do have AV Ligers that just jumped right in and trying to go for a little bit of a vouchering action onto Divinity. Not looking good anymore.
That is the question right now, right? Can AV Ligers come in here for that praying action, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and eat off of Divinity's plate in here, taking advantage of all of that action that just went down. Now, Divinity was absolutely solid in that playoff against Views, but the same cannot be said right now against a squad with the capabilities of AV Ligers right now. Shira trying to heal himself up. Here comes Ren in here for the backup as well. What are AV Ligers going to do? Cheers coming in here for the push right now. Vector, Akimbo, and Ren goes down to him. Shira, the one guy in here, can he survive long enough for his team members? Is the AV Liger squad gonna go in here for the wipe on Divinity? And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in 7th place, Divinity gets kicked out. Well played, but not good enough. BH right now, Pogs in there with that takedown, and they seem to be doing all good in here, Abstract.
It's kind of surprising, to be honest. Bloody Heads is finally redeeming themselves in week number 3. Game number 1 was pretty decent for them as they managed to get themselves with a total of 15 points, and perhaps this is probably the time where they can get a decent amount of points for themselves as well. With a total of 3 kills for Mark, 1 kill for Blank, and 1 kill for Pogs, as they are probably gonna come pretty darn close to AV Ligers real soon. I'm not too sure. I didn't really get a full glimpse of the entirety of the circle, but one thing we can be sure of is that this game is fast, like crazy fast. We are 15 minutes in. We are looking at the 4th circle shrinking in, and there's only 5 teams remaining. So
well, this
Geek
is the
Fam
test
is
coming
also
in
rushing
here
it.
for AV right now, though. Oh, here comes Geek. Exact in there with the push and a takedown. Jaboa all knocked out already. AV Ligers, they didn't expect that. Geek Fam switching on from their defensive onto the offensive, and it looks like AV will have to pay that. Oh, SAF right now. Bloody Heads going in for the takedown. Fox in there with the take on one team. Mark needs to back away. Oh, Abstract, things are just getting crazier and crazier as we move in here to that final circle.
Yo, Bloody Heads, what are they doing? How are they changing things up? We lobbed! We managed to see the lobbing of the grenade launcher, but unfortunately it just did not land on Insanity, as it's gonna be the last man remaining coming from Cyro SAF with a total of 50 HP left. It's gonna be a 1 for the 3 kind of scenario. The frag grenade throws, it lobs right over, but unfortunately, there we go! It is going to be the one that lobs right in between of all of the glue walls, and Insanity, no matter how many glue walls you have, you just can't get yourself away from a volley of grenade launches. We have 3 members left from the side of Bloody Heads, and they also have racked themselves up with a great number of kills. Hazik comes in from behind with a shot down onto Shura, and Zen is going to be the last member left coming in from auto knockout because he definitely will not be able to pick Shura up anymore. The man for himself, he needs to find a way to get himself a decent amount of kills, or perhaps even try to survive as long as possible.
Well, will Geek be able to get the booyah this time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? They are holding on strong thus far. 10 kills in here. Here comes Bloody Heads. How they don't have much of a choice. Mark taken down already. If Fox will be able to respond, and what a wipe in there. Bloody Heads eliminated, leaving us with 2 more teams in here. Auto knockout, Hazik, and Boo. Yeah, baby. It is none other than Geek Fam with that victory, Abstract.